Hi everyone and welcome back to Naval. This is Arcadius with another feature video. Today we'll be reviewing Yukikaze. Now this ship is most closely resembled to Kagero here. Now the main difference between this ship and the other ship is the difference of the third turret. Here we have two additional anti-aircraft guns and here we have a third turret. Now this third turret is really important because it actually makes the ship a lot more useful in gunfights and just all around in general. There's also the fact that the torpedoes are slightly different. In the case for Kagero, the ones I have equipped are the 18,800 damage ones that go 20 km at 62 knots. It's similar to Arashi or Yukikaze, except the difference is that it's slightly less damage, same range, but 60 knots. The rate of fire, however, is much quicker. And you also have the reload booster. Now, there's also this heal, and you only get one charge for it, and it does heal quite a bit. But I found that it's only useful in some situations. It's really situational, and so all around, I prefer just to use the speed boost. Other factors, it goes 35 knots, has 16,100 HP, and it's pretty maneuverable all in all. You also have that reload booster for torpedoes that you can use to get 16 torpedoes off whenever you need to. Now, drawbacks of this class, AA obviously is always going to be a problem. If you ever face a carrier, you're not going to be shooting down planes left and right. You may get one or two. Don't expect anything. It's got good stealth, relatively good speed. Like I said, I have the speed boost equipped, so that also helps. And don't be afraid to get into gunfights with destroyers. Your shells hit, and they hit hard. Your reload and your turret rotation, however, is slow, so you always have to keep that in mind. Now, with that out of the way, let's go play a game and show you how it plays. Alright, here we have a game. 3 battleships, looks about 5 cruisers and 2 destroyers. So all in all, not too bad of a game. No carrier, which is good. You can start off by just taking off your AA. It's not going to do you much good anyways. As aforementioned, health is relatively low, but I have some buffs added, and my speed will be also greater than what you will normally see, so keep that in mind during the game. Now the destroyers, we have another Yukikaze and a Fletcher. Now these are just bots, but if you do run across another Fletcher on one of these, your best bet is just to run away as quickly as possible and use speed boost, because without it you will not be able to outrun them, but you also can outgun them. When it comes to American destroyers, you would like to stay the farthest away as possible. Now, the cruisers, everyone that's in the game right now, right here, except Alaska, if they give broadside to you, you can actually citadel them with your armor-piercing shells, and it'll do quite a bit of damage. And then Yamato, Missouri, Bismarck is the main problem here. Bismarcks are always a problem. So that's here. Also, don't forget you have the 20-kilometer torpedoes equipped, and they have reload of 0.7 rounds per minute, so a lot quicker than Kagero. Like I said earlier, I am absolutely terrible with Kagero. It's not enough guns, and the torps reload too slowly. It's not a ship I enjoy. But this one, even though it's almost exactly the same, is a lot better. I'm going to dump some torps here, just in case they do come around this corner. Now I could use the reload booster and send some more out, but I don't know what's around this corner, so I'm going to wait. Now, like I said, the guns are relatively good, so don't be afraid to use them. Definitely... Ooh, Fletcher. Now, like I said, this is a bot, but just watch how quickly you can whittle down another destroyer if you get the right hits on it. Now, if you also go with my setup, you have to remember you do not have a smoke screen. You have to use in your maneuverability and your ability to dodge and keep track of other ships to survive, or use islands as cover. Now you can see I'm getting 2,500 damage per salvo on the ship, and within a few salvos, it sunk. And look, we got some torps. And they are very powerful torps. That Bismarck only took 2, and it's already down to half health. Now if this Takao gives broadside, I can show you how the armor piercing works. So we'll see how there's another destroyer. Now the shell velocity of this ship is always good. Should be about 915 if I remember correctly. The same as all the other, or most of the other Japanese destroyers. So your Takao. Let's show you how this armor piercing works. Or at least I would. Except see what's coming up at us. Worcester and Yama. We're gonna rush the Yama. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you can tell that I'm a very aggressive destroyer player. I like to be up close and personal and hand deliver my torpedoes. That pretty much goes with any destroyer that I play. Now, it's not always the best decision, especially not if you're playing arena, but it's still always fun, so that's what I enjoy. You run up just like this, and this one, looks like I'll take one, hopefully, nope, reload booster. Let's see if we can get no HE. And then we still have speed boost up, so let's rush the Missouri. Now you can tell I haven't really taken much damage here, but that's mainly because no one's focused on me. If this was an actual game, I would most likely be dead, no matter if I had a heal or not. And like I said, these torps are pretty fun, so they're pretty hard to dodge whenever you get close enough. The Arashi, or the other Yukikaze, somewhere over here. And near, yep, there it is. Another Takao. Another Takao. Like I said, the guns aren't as good as American, but they have their pros and cons. Really flat shutlock means that it's really short time to the target. And if you go for full gunboat, it's not terrible. You can actually be fairly effective. And if you stay at range and shoot battleships and other cruisers, you can set fires from that as well. Remember, your torps are 20, so you don't really have a reason to go up so close. But it does count when you do need it to. And we have the other Takao at A. Let's see if we can cap B first. Might as well turn AA on. Let's see, what's my top speed here with speed boost? Right now I got my ship up to about 41.2 knots. Now it's not always going to do that, but it does help. And remember, you have a choice of speed boost or the heal. And as you can see, as much as I've been running around everywhere, I haven't lost that much health. So the heal would not be useful right now. Cap this quickly. Gun angles are good. Torp angles could be better, but with the maneuverability you can get with the ship, it's always going to be good. I always like to use rudder shift on my destroyers, and actually every ship except carriers. I enjoy my maneuverability. Let's see if we can get some AP rounds into it. Nice perfect broadside target. Alright, let's see if we can get some citadels. Oh, she's almost dead. But citadel. Look at that. See, even at this range you can citadel cruisers. And that's a wrap. So let's see what we did. 175 damage, 4 ships sunk, 81 hits, 14 torpedoes, 1 citadel, 3 fires, 3 floods, 1 occupied, 1 assisted cap, and 1 defended cap. All in all, not too bad of a game. The torpedoes are extremely deadly, and you can use them to your advantage. You can go close like I do and hand deliver them, or you can just shoot them from 10k. Now we could also go for these ones, but the rate of fire is pretty bad. So in this case, I would not use these. Because when you go up against targets like other battleships and cruisers like Alaska, your guns aren't going to do squat against them at all. You have to rely on your torpedoes. Would I recommend this ship? If you like Kagero, then definitely go for it. You get an extra gun turret, and you have a little bit more a few more options to use with when you're going through battle. But if you're not really a fan of Japanese destroyers, but you do like the gunboat torp, you might want to consider something else. So, like, ultimately the choice is up to you, but I do find that I enjoy this ship very much, and the camo is not too bad to look at either. I was very excited when this first came out. So, thank you everyone for watching this video, and have a good day. Take care.